Joining us as well today is State Representative Harry Osterman, who has been one of our champions on the issue. In addition to being a leader on the issue, Representative Osterman is the sponsor of House Bill 5480, which requires a universal background check on all handgun purchases. Representative Osterman.
Mark, I want to thank you and all the people that are here today to advocate for common sense gun control. It's important that we're here at Children's Memorial Hospital because, like many hospitals in Chicago and Cook County and throughout the state of Illinois, the doctors, the nurses, and the families that walk through these doors are the ones that see the tragic violence caused by illegal guns on our streets. They see the violence and the terror that goes through the families, and they see the effects of those that are lost to death and homicide with illegal guns, and they see the tragic consequences that are faced by those people that have to live with paralyzation or the loss of a loved one throughout their life. As Mark had indicated, we are going to go back to Springfield tomorrow to deal with the huge budget issue that we have. But we have other issues that we're going to deal with, and most importantly for me and many others is the issue of gun violence that plagues our state. In the last 2 weeks, the newspapers in our city and around our state have been filled with the incidents of gun violence. Much of that is caused by illegal guns that are out on the streets, used by gangs in selling of drugs. Some of the measures that we're going to push when we go back include House Bill 5480, which basically requires background check on all handgun sales. This is a common sense issue. Every year, the state police in Illinois stop over 1,000 people that have FOID cards from you buying a firearm, a handgun, because of an instant criminal background check done through the FBI and through the state police. That's 1,000 people that should not have a gun are stopped every year. How many gang members go out and don't go to a gun store but go out on the street and try to get a gun illegally? They will not go through that background check. We want to make sure that any handgun in our state goes through the instant criminal background check. We think this is a way, a common sense approach to reducing the illegal guns that are out on the street and reducing the people that have to come to Children's Memorial and many other emergency rooms with gunshot wounds or even worse. This is not an issue that affects hunters or sportsmen, which is something that the NRA tries to cloud down in Springfield. This deals with handguns only, and it's an instant criminal background check, and legal law-abiding gun owners should embrace this measure. I know that the people that have lost those to gun violence, or those parents around the state, will look at this, and other voters in the state, as a common sense approach to getting rid of illegal guns on our street. We are going to work very, very hard to see that this passed before we adjourn by the end of May. But all of the efforts, all of the advocacy groups that are here today, the doctors and the care that they provide these individuals that go through these traumatic events, they understand what's at stake. And we're going to do everything in our power to make sure that we get these guns off the street. And we think that this and many other approaches will help solve that. So I'm glad to be with all of you here today.